How to take pictures of volleyball, Part 2, the net. The net is a problem. As shown in Part 1, sometimes we can get a shot through the net and it's your focus on the person on the other side. Sometimes the camera will focus on the net instead of the player. For these shots, where am I shooting from? I'm shooting on the right side of the court, shooting across to player number 1 and number 2. Alternatives. Alternatives: through the net for the front row, under the net, over the net, through the net, focus on the legs, and through the net with face detect autofocus. However, this is for mirrorless cameras only. Through the net, front row. The front row is close enough to the net that even if the camera focuses on the net, the front row will probably be in focus. Under the net. Kneel down so you can shoot under the net. In this particular position, the players also have to go down. As in the player on left, here's a comparison on picture right. The girl in the front is kneeling down. You've got her under the net. The player in the back is just bent over. She's above the net and the net has cut her off at shoulder level. So the players have to get down low enough that you can shoot under the net. Over the net. From the top of the bleachers with a long lens. These were shot with a 70-200 2.8 lens. We're going over the net. This depends on the spiker being able to jump high enough that you can get this shot. If the spiker does not jump high enough, they will still be below the net. Through the net, focus on the leg. The leg of a person is pretty much directly below their face. So if you focus on their leg, 99% of the time, you're going to get their face in focus. So what I've done in this case is I've lowered the focus point on the camera so it's below center. So when I look at a person, for instance, number 15, going up to block the ball, rather than the focus point being in the center, the low focus point is now on his leg. So even though I'm looking at him, let's say his chest or his face, the low focus point will get his leg and the picture will be in focus. I've been using this for the past year and a half and it seems to be working pretty well. Through the net using face detect autofocus. This is only available on mirrorless cameras, and it's only available on some mirrorless cameras. My platform, the camera, Olympus EM1 Mark II and OM1 with face detect autofocus. Lenses, 12-40 2.8, my normal gym lens, and the 40-150 2.8. So first, what did not work? For Micro Four Thirds, the 12-40 millimeter lens did not work. The equivalent APS-C lens is a 17-50 2.8, and full frame is the 24-70 2.8. The issue is, at max zoom, the faces were too small to detect with my OM1 camera. The camera could not detect the faces. What lens did work? For Micro Four Thirds, the 40-150 2.8. Equivalent on APS-C and full frame, 70-200 2.8. Face detect worked reliably from approximately 80-100 millimeters for the front row. But face detect works over the entire frame. With many detected faces in the frame, who will the camera focus on? If you look at this picture, You've got front row, back row, and you've got people in the background. Selecting a face. The Olympus OM1 has an option where you press a designated button and it will select the face that is closest to the AF point. Green in this picture. But when the game is going and the action is going fast, it was one step too many. Follow the action with the camera, zoom the lens in or out, press a button to move the autofocus, then press the shutter. Second, I did not find the Olympus Face Detect to be fast enough for fast-moving sports. Other brands and models may behave different. Without the face select option, Face Detect would work with one face, but you need a long lens and you have to zoom in tight, as shown in these pictures, where you only have the one face to deal with. But zooming in tight in a fast-moving sport is difficult. I usually shoot wide so I can track the action. Then in the computer, I crop the player I want. Or track wide, then zoom in to shoot. Much harder to do fast when the ball is moving fast. Face Detect conclusion. For me, it is not practical on the Olympus OM1. Face Detect has to be limited to the center of the image. I don't have time to press another button when the action is moving fast. I barely have enough time to get the shutter pressed. Face Detect may work better on other cameras. The end. Please like and subscribe.